Throughout the year, we have brought you stories of eminent domain abuse from around the country. Tonight, we go to Florida, where voters overwhelmingly approved a constitutional amendment limiting eminent domain use in their state. But it may be too late for Tom Scholl. The third-generation coal man spent years looking for the right property for his company, Keystone Coal. But just 1 year after buying the land, well, he may lose it to the nightmare of eminent domain.
This is not just a case about a port in Jacksonville. It's about property rights all over our country.
This property that the port is trying to take from me will be taken from me and turn around and given it to private industry. I'm in a coal business, and they're going to turn around and lease it to a coal business. I've spent $8 million on the property and in purchasing the property, and I've spent in excess of $1.5 million, almost $2 million improving the property now. We are going to develop a port facility that we can bring vessels in from overseas. This is the railroad. Norfolk and Southern will come in, and then we will be able to ship coal and bulk product out by rail. And we're going to haul lots of limestone out of that kiln. Well, we are in bulk truck.
When property owners are faced with condemnation, they're faced with uncertainty. It's not an uncertainty that's introduced by the marketplace. It's introduced by the government. It's
going to hurt us financially. It's going to make us change course in our business. And then emotionally, we lose faith in our governments.
Our country was founded on principles of government protecting private property, not taking it from one citizen and giving it to another. The purpose of this taking is not public. It's to favor one private company over another.
70% of the people here in Duval County have voted against that, to take private property from private people and give to other private people. I feel that our Constitution's been violated and my rights are being violated.
Now, we contacted the Jacksonville Port Authority, but they would only tell us that they're seeking the property for, quote, yet to be determined use, end quote. Joining us now is the man you just saw in that piece, the president of Keystone Coal Company, Tom Scholl, and his attorney, Simon Bloom. Tom, the legislature's spoken. Governor Bush, he's on your side. And now I guess a court's going to determine, I guess sometime this week, whether or not you get to keep the property that you purchased. Tell us where we stand right now.
Well, we're in court now. We're in our, tomorrow will be our third day, and I'm putting up the best fight I can to protect my rights. My attorney, Simon Bloom, is here to help us, and we're putting up our good fight.
Hey, explain to me one thing, and I'm trying to understand this. You looked for a long time to buy this piece. I guess we're talking about, what, 65 acres, 3 of the acres submerged. You want to buy this company. The Port Authority now can come in through the government, no public use to be determined. In other words, they're not going to build a school, a road, or a bridge, and they're going to take it, and as I understand it, they're going to give it to another coal company. How does that work?
That's correct, Sean. That's what they're trying to do. And
but why their coal company over your coal company?
Well, that's a good question. We're trying to figure that out ourselves. We feel like we're losing our rights. I wouldn't have a problem if it was going for a true public purpose, but that's not the case here. They don't even know what they want to use the property for, basically, although they say that it's going to go to another coal company doing the same thing that I'm doing.
Hey, Simon and Tom, it's Alan. Thank you both for doing our show. Look, this isn't crazy because, Simon, didn't they have 2 opportunities in the past to buy this property and passed on it before Tom's company came in and bought it?
Well, they didn't pass on it, Alan. What happened was they lost the fight in the open market, in the private marketplace. They lost that battle. They didn't come in at the highest bid. This man came in at the highest bid. And to point out one thing, Sean, he owns it. He's developed it. He's developing it now, and he's ready to bring in a boat full of coal next week.
When the Port Authority says, and apparently their statement is that the use of the property that they envision will benefit the region, the community, and the state, is that a valid argument?
No, sir. And what you notice they haven't said is that it's not going to benefit the region, the community, the state, 1 iota more than what this man is doing with that property as we speak. But what they don't tell you is that they're going to make $10 to $12 million a year. That's an increase of their annual revenue of about 30%. They don't tell you that.
We only have a moment left. Tom, Amendment 8 that passed that Jeb Bush supported, as Sean mentioned, does that affect this case in any way?
Well, I feel it should. I think down in their hearts it does, and so I'm counting on it.
Counselor, is that going to turn things around for you, that amendment now being in play?
Technically, it is not in play. The competition was lost. They filed a petition under the old law. We're bound by the old law, but we win under the old law. So the Amendment 8 is just gravy on top of the biscuit.
Guys, I hope you win your case. This is outrageous. Shouldn't happen in America. Thanks for sharing your story with us, and we wish you the best of luck in court this week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and we enjoy your show.
Thank you, my friend. Coming up next, filmmaker Michael